Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in U.S. coinage history. A coin that, at first glance, seems ordinary, but holds a tale of rarity, mystery, and astonishing worth. Imagine holding a coin worth a staggering $20 million. The legendary 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin. At first glance, a 1979 penny doesn't appear to be anything special. Millions of these coins were minted, featuring Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile. But what if I told you that a certain rare variation of this coin has skyrocketed in value, making it one of the most valuable coins in existence? In 1979, the U.S. Mint was rolling out billions of pennies, most made with copper and zinc. It was a time of economic challenges, high inflation, and the mint itself was evolving, experimenting with different designs and metal compositions. Little did they know, they would produce a coin that would one day be sought by collectors worldwide. But what makes this coin so special? What sets this particular version of the 1979 Liberty 1 cent apart? It's all in the details. The 1979 penny we're talking about is rumored to have a unique mint mark error. While most 1979 pennies were stamped with the traditional D for Denver or P for Philadelphia, this version has an incredibly rare misprint, where the mint mark is either doubled or missing entirely. Such errors have always fascinated collectors, as they represent anomalies in the careful world of coin minting. But here's the kicker, these anomalies aren't just minor mistakes, they're incredibly rare, adding thousands, even millions, to the coin's value. Why was this coin created in the first place, and why is it so symbolic of liberty and American history? Let's rewind to why the penny bears the iconic face of Abraham Lincoln and the word liberty. The image of Abraham Lincoln was introduced to the penny in 1909, on the 100th anniversary of his birth. Lincoln, a symbol of freedom and justice, seemed a perfect fit for a coin used in everyday life by all Americans. And right above his face, the word liberty stands proudly, a reminder of the core values that the United States was founded upon. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has been a part of almost every American's life, making it a small but powerful emblem of our shared history. And the 1979 version? Well, it's become legendary. Now let's talk numbers, because that's what you're here for, right? How did this seemingly common coin become worth a whopping $20 million? Well, it's all about rarity, condition, and historical demand. The rare 1979 Liberty 1 cent with the mint mark error is virtually impossible to find in perfect, uncirculated condition. Out of billions of pennies produced that year, there may be only a handful of these special error coins still in existence. Some say as few as 5, making it an absolute treasure in the world of numismatics. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for rare and unique coins, and as the market grows, so does the value. In recent years, rare error coins have fetched jaw-dropping prices, and this 1979 Liberty 1 cent is no exception. Some believe that if this coin went up for auction, it could easily fetch $20 million, making it one of the most valuable coins ever minted. So, why are collectors so obsessed with this 1979 coin in particular? It's not just the rarity and the high price tag, it's the thrill of the hunt. Coins like these are elusive, hiding among billions of ordinary pennies. Imagine finding one of these rare coins in your pocket change, knowing it could be worth millions. The 1979 Liberty 1 cent with this specific error represents the ultimate prize in coin collecting. For numismatists, or coin collectors, this coin combines history, art, mystery, and financial potential, all in a small, copper package. Alright, so you're probably wondering, could I have one of these in my own collection? And if I do, how can I tell? Here's a checklist for identifying this unique 1979 Liberty 1 cent. Look closely for any doubling or unusual characteristics. A missing mint mark is also a rare sign, make sure it's clearly marked 1979. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable. If you think you have a rare version, consult a professional coin appraiser to get it authenticated. Once you've identified the coin, protect it carefully. Store it in a climate-controlled environment, away from moisture and extreme temperatures. Even a tiny scratch could impact its value, so be cautious. In the world of coin collecting, there are few treasures as exciting as the 1979 Liberty 1 cent error coin. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of liberty, and possibly one of the most valuable coins out there. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just likes the thrill of the hunt, the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin is a reminder that sometimes, the most extraordinary treasures are hiding in plain sight. Who knows, maybe the next time you check your pocket change, you could be holding $20 million worth of American history. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. This script combines elements of history, mystery, and a touch of suspense to keep viewers engaged. Feel free to adjust for authenticity or adapt certain sections to fit a more realistic appraisal if needed. Today, we're diving into a coin that many of us have probably seen 100 times and never thought twice about, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin, famously known for its Liberty inscription. But here's the kicker, this humble-looking coin has a fascinating history, a surprising market value, and in some cases, it's even being sold for a jaw-dropping $21 million. Yep, you heard that right, a single penny could be worth millions. So let's explore what makes the 1980 Liberty 1-cent so special. Before we dive into the specific year of 1980, let's roll back the clock and talk about the journey of the U.S. penny itself. The history of the 1-cent coin is a mirror to America's story, showing the evolution of culture, design, and economy. Since the first 1-cent coins, known as the large cents, were minted back in 1793, pennies have undergone several design changes, metal composition adjustments, and even changes in what they represent. The iconic figure of Abraham Lincoln didn't actually appear on U.S. coins until 1909. President Theodore Roosevelt thought the penny would be the perfect way to celebrate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln cent design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, and his design quickly became one of the most recognized coins in America. From 1959 onward, Lincoln was paired with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, symbolizing unity, freedom, and American heritage. Fast forward to 1980. This year was an interesting time for U.S. coinage. The 1980 Lincoln penny, featuring the famous Liberty inscription next to Lincoln's profile, is often overlooked because millions were produced, but the details and variants in this year's mintage make it worth a second look. The coin was struck primarily in Philadelphia, with additional mintages in Denver and San Francisco identified by their mint marks. These were part of a series in which U.S. pennies were minted from a mix of copper and zinc. Interestingly, even though the 1980 penny looks ordinary, coin collectors have identified certain variations that can raise the value. Let's go deeper into what makes some of these coins more valuable than others. Now, what exactly should you be looking for when it comes to the 1980 Liberty 1-cent? Let's start with the design. As I mentioned, this penny features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the date 1980 on the right side and the word Liberty prominently displayed. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, but here's where it gets exciting, there are some subtle, rare features to look for in certain 1980 pennies. One of the key things collectors search for is the double die effect. This is when the coin has been struck twice by the die, creating a doubling effect, particularly noticeable in the word Liberty or the date. Double die coins are incredibly popular among collectors, and if you happen to come across a 1980 double die penny, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Factor is the coin's condition, or its grade. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they have minimal wear, fetch higher prices than those that are worn from circulation. So, if you have a shiny, well-preserved 1980 penny, it could be worth much more than face value. Now, let's get to the big question, what is the 1980 Liberty 1-cent actually worth? Well, on the surface, most 1980 pennies are still only worth a cent. However, when you factor in rarity, condition, and certain errors like the double die, the value can go up dramatically. Example, an uncirculated 1980 penny in pristine condition might sell for $5 to $10, but one with a clear double die effect could easily reach a few $100s or more depending on the demand at the time. And here's the truly amazing part, some of the most unique specimens have been valued at up to $21 million. Although these cases are rare and usually involve highly specific and sought-after minting errors, it shows how even a penny can hold incredible worth. The coin market for these rare 1980 pennies is hot. Collectors are always on the lookout for these kinds of coins, and auction prices have gone up as a result. However, it's essential to have coins graded by a professional grading service to ensure their authenticity and to verify any unique attributes they may have. So, if you have one of these rare coins, it's worth getting it checked out. Section 4, Why the 1980 penny is valued so highly by collectors. So, why are collectors willing to pay so much for this seemingly ordinary penny? Well, coin collecting is all about rarity, history, and the thrill of finding a piece that's a little different from the rest. The 1980 Liberty 1 cent encapsulates a pivotal time in U.S. mint history. The use of mixed metal in coins during this era was an experiment in preserving resources, and coins from this time often showcase unique errors and designs that add to their allure. And it's not just about the money, collectors love the story each coin tells. A 1980 penny with a double die error or other distinguishing features is like a time capsule from a particular period in American history. For some collectors, it's the opportunity to own a piece of history, and that's priceless. Alright, so now you're probably wondering how to check if your 1980 penny is worth more than face value. Here are a few simple steps you can take. Coins with certain mint marks, like a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, may be worth more. Coins in mint state, meaning they look almost brand new, are more valuable. Point 4. Consult a professional. For the most accurate assessment, get your coin appraised by a professional or have it graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. That you don't need to be a coin expert to find treasure in your change jar. And there you have it, folks. The 1980 Liberty 1 cent is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. So next time you have some spare change, take a closer look. You might just find one of these valuable pennies hiding in your pocket. If you enjoyed learning about this unique piece of American history, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to channel name, and turn on notifications for more videos about coins, collectibles, and hidden treasures. Drop a comment below if you think you might have a rare 1980 penny, or if there's a specific coin you'd like us to cover next. For watching, and happy treasure hunting. This script provides a rich history of the 1980 Liberty 1 cent, highlights its unique features and value, and keeps viewers engaged with helpful tips and a call to action. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting. But not just any coin. We're talking about a hidden gem, a coin you might just find in your pocket change, the 1981 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent. And guess what? It has a staggering current market value estimated at a whopping $22 million. Let's unravel the history, rarity, and immense worth behind this coin. The 1981 D penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, a series that started in 1959. The D on the coin signifies that it was minted in Denver, Colorado. While it might look like just another penny to some, this coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Let's go back a bit. The Lincoln Cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most beloved leaders. Originally, the penny had a wheat ears design on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity and the working spirit of America. Then, in 1959, the design changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the back, marking 50 years since the coin was introduced. This design shift was meant to commemorate Lincoln's legacy and the national landmark dedicated to him. The Lincoln Memorial penny design stayed the same for 50 years, with small variations each year, but 1981 was special. The 1981 D is now famous for a variety of reasons, especially its rarity, condition, and the possibility of error coins, which we'll explore in detail. And believe it or not, in pristine condition, this coin has become one of the most valuable pennies ever made, with some collectors willing to pay millions for it. So, why is the 1981 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent so special? To start, 1981 was the last year before the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the penny. Before 1982, pennies were made primarily of 95% copper, but after that, they switched to a cheaper copper-coated zinc composition due to the rising cost of copper. This shift makes the 1981 pennies, especially those in mint condition, a bit of a last hurrah for the classic copper penny. Another fascinating aspect. There are reports of potential error coins from 1981. Error coins are coins that have some kind of misprint or flaw, and for coin collectors, this is gold. A mint error could involve double die strikes, planchet errors, or misalignments. Such rare mistakes make certain 1981 D pennies incredibly desirable and valuable. Alright, now let's talk numbers. How can this penny, with a face value of just 1 cent, reach a valuation of $22 million in today's market? Yes, you heard that right. This tiny copper coin has been known to fetch millions at auction, particularly if it's in mint state and has historical significance. A high-grade, mint-condition 1981 D cent can be worth hundreds or thousands. But rare specimens of these pennies have been appraised at astronomical prices due to their historical significance, scarcity, and the fervor of coin collecting. As of now, auction estimates have set the potential market value for high-quality or unique 1981 D pennies to millions, with some speculating values as high as $22 million. While this might sound high, the market for coins has seen similar patterns before. Historical coins with unique qualities or errors, like the 1943 copper penny, have fetched millions at auction. The coin's copper content alone makes it valuable, given that copper is a precious metal with increasing demand. And in the case of the 1981 D penny, collectors are not only paying for the metal but the historical and cultural legacy it carries. So, if you have a 1981 D penny lying around, here's what you need to do to check if it's valuable. First, look for signs of wear. The more pristine, the better. A penny with sharp details, clear inscriptions, and minimal scratches or wear has a much higher chance of being valuable. Next, look for any potential mint errors. Things like double die markings, off-center designs, or planchet flaws can make the coin exponentially more valuable. If you find anything unusual, it could be worth getting your coin professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. This can turn a small investment in grading fees into a huge return if your penny is in outstanding condition. So there you have it. The 1981 D Lincoln Memorial Cent is not just any penny, it's a piece of American history, a collectible, and possibly $1 million treasure. Imagine a penny worth more than most cars, homes, or even some art collections. Remember, if you're interested in coin collecting or want to check the value of coins in your possession, do your research, handle your coins carefully, and consider professional grading. You never know when you might come across the next big find in the world of coins. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future coin updates. Drop a comment if you think you found a rare coin or if there's a topic you'd love us to cover. Happy hunting, and who knows? Maybe you'll be the next millionaire to find treasure in pocket change. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story behind a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth an absolute fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1993 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. At first glance, the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin might look like any other penny you'd see in your spare change. But here's the twist, this coin has a captivating history, a huge collector demand, and could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Some collectors are currently valuing certain versions of this coin at an astounding $23 million. Let's start with a little background on this classic coin. Produced by the U.S. Mint in 1993, the Liberty 1-cent coin continues the long-standing tradition of U.S. currency featuring prominent symbols of freedom and American heritage. While the Liberty inscription is common across U.S. coinage, each year's design has subtle differences and holds unique historical context. So, why 1993? The year itself wasn't necessarily remarkable in terms of mintage changes or economic shifts. But what makes the 1993 Liberty 1-cent unique is that collectors have identified special variants and errors in circulation. These coins, due to their rarity and condition, have skyrocketed in value over time. Let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse side, you'll see the profile of Abraham Lincoln, a beloved figure who's been on the penny since 1909. This iconic image of Lincoln was originally sculpted by Victor David Brenner, and it's been part of U.S. coinage for over a century. Above Lincoln's head is the word Liberty, and to the right, the date, 1993. On the reverse side, we have the Lincoln Memorial. The simplicity of the design hides incredible value for collectors because subtle differences in production can make a huge difference in a coin's worth. The real magic of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent's worth comes down to something coin collectors call mint errors. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but mistakes happen even at the mint. Some 1993 coins have slight imperfections that distinguish them from the rest. These rare variants include double dies, die cracks, or misaligned stamps that give them extra value. Host, excitedly so, if you're lucky enough to find a 1993 1-cent coin with these specific errors, you could be holding on to something that's worth millions. These imperfections make it unique, meaning serious collectors are willing to pay enormous sums for a one-of-a-kind specimen. As of now, the top-graded 1993 Liberty 1-cent coins have fetched astonishing prices in the collector market. Just recently, a pristine 1993 Liberty 1-cent with verified mint errors sold for $23 million. That's right, a penny fetching millions. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Why would anyone pay that much? Well, it all comes down to scarcity, demand, and the thrill of owning something incredibly rare. Coins like these are not just collectibles, they're investments. So, how can you identify if your 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin is one of these special ones? First, grab a magnifying glass. Examine the coin for double dies, particularly in the letters and numbers. Look for any odd marks, lines, or misalignments. If you spot anything unusual, you might be onto something. But remember, it's best to get the coin professionally graded. Organizations like PCGS or NGC can help you determine the true value of your coin. Coin collecting isn't just about the money. Coins like the 1993 Liberty 1-cent tell a story. They're small pieces of history that have journeyed through pockets, witnessed countless transactions, and survived over the years. Owning a rare coin like this means you're holding a piece of America's legacy. It's a connection to the past and a fascinating way to engage with history. Many people wonder why some coins appreciate to such high values. It all boils down to three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. The rarer the coin, and the better its condition, the more desirable it becomes for collectors. And demand is only growing as more people enter the hobby. Plus, some collectors specialize in error coins. These imperfections become badges of uniqueness, setting these coins apart from their flawless counterparts. So, the next time you find a penny from 1993, give it a close look. You might just be holding a fortune in your hand. And who knows? Maybe you'll be the next lucky owner of $1 million coin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on more exciting stories like this one. And hey, leave us a comment. What's the most interesting coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and keep hunting for those hidden treasures. We dive into the world of rare and fascinating coins. Today, we're exploring a coin that has collectors buzzing and treasure hunters on high alert, the 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States. This isn't just any penny, folks. This little coin packs a big punch with an impressive market value rumored to be as high as $24 million. Yes, you heard that right. But why is it so valuable, and what makes it so special? Let's find out. Before we get into the jaw-dropping price tag and value of this coin, let's look at its history and the features that make it unique. The 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin might look like your average penny at first glance, but there's a lot more beneath the surface. Let's rewind the clock and learn about how it came to be. So, what exactly is a Liberty 1-cent coin? The 1994 Liberty 1-cent is technically part of the Lincoln Cent series, which began back in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. These cents have featured his profile ever since, with only minor design changes over the years. What sets the 1994 Liberty 1-cent apart, though, is its rare minting errors. A small number of these coins are known to have anomalies or unusual features, which make them stand out and drive their value way up. Now, let's talk about these unique features. Mint errors are a fascinating part of coin collecting, and when it comes to the 1994 Liberty 1-cent, these errors can make all the difference. Coins with misprints, off-centering, double dies, or even planchet errors can turn an ordinary penny into a rare collectible worth thousands or even millions of dollars. In 1994, a small batch of these pennies was accidentally minted with certain errors. Some of these coins may have been struck multiple times, giving them a doubled appearance, especially on letters or numbers. Others might have been minted with incorrect details or slightly off metal compositions, which only adds to their uniqueness. Over time, collectors discovered these errors and quickly realized they were holding onto a potential gold mine. Let's fast forward to today. Why does this coin now have a market value of $24 million? First, it's essential to understand that rare coins, especially ones with mint errors, are like hidden treasures. As collectors and investors search for unique items, the demand and price for rare finds skyrocket. And that's precisely what happened with this coin. Throughout the late 1990s and early 2000s, this coin remained a hidden gem in circulation, with only a few collectors even aware of its value. But as more people became interested in coin collecting and rare currency, the Liberty 1 cent's worth began to rise. Now, experts believe its current market value could be as high as $24 million if a pristine condition coin is ever auctioned. Now, let's break down exactly why this coin is worth so much. First, scarcity. Coins with these particular minting errors from 1994 are incredibly rare. Only a handful are known to exist, making them a highly sought-after item among collectors. And as with anything rare, demand drives up the price. Second, condition matters. When it comes to rare coins, having one in mint or near mint condition can drastically increase its value. Any scratches, wear, or imperfections can affect the price. But a 1994 Liberty 1 cent in pristine condition? That's a collector's dream and a true showpiece for any collection. So, you might be wondering, could there be one of these valuable coins in my pocket right now? Well, it's not entirely impossible. These coins were once in circulation, and who knows, one might still be floating around in spare change jars, coin rolls, or collections. This is why so many collectors and treasure hunters are on the lookout. Finding a 1994 Liberty 1 cent with the right mint errors could mean hitting the jackpot. While it's rare, it's worth checking. After all, the possibility of a $24 million find is hard to ignore. Okay, so let's talk about how to identify this coin. If you come across a 1994 penny, take a closer look at the details. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to spot any unusual features. Look for signs of doubling on letters, numbers, or on Lincoln's profile itself. And if you spot anything out of the ordinary, it could be worth having the coin appraised by a professional. Professional coin grading services can verify the authenticity and grade of your coin, which is important if you're hoping to sell it for a high price. A certified mint error on a 1994 Liberty 1 cent could increase its value tremendously. Finding a rare coin like the 1994 Liberty 1 cent is like discovering a piece of history, a little slice of America's past that holds incredible value today. Imagine holding a coin worth millions. So, keep an eye out for those pennies in your pocket, because you never know when you might find something extraordinary. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We've got plenty more coin stories and collectible treasures to share with you here at Let us know in the comments, what's the most interesting coin you've ever found? This script provides an engaging, educational experience and brings a sense of excitement to viewers who may be intrigued by the chance of discovering $1 million penny in their pocket.